In a move that has sent shockwaves through the vibrant world of drag entertainment and ignited fierce debates on immigration policy, Xunami Muse, the electrifying ninth-place finisher from season 16 of RuPaul's Drag Race, has bid farewell to the United States. The Panamanian-born performer's decision to return to her homeland is not merely a personal pivot but a poignant statement amid the escalating tensions of President Donald Trump's immigration crackdown. Muse's Instagram revelation, laced with a mix of defiance and wistfulness, announced her relocation. "From now on, I will be living in my beautiful land of Panama. You heard that right, I left the States. And the reason is simple: to be able to explore the world." What surfaces as an adventurous leap forward masks deeper undercurrents of uncertainty, particularly for DACA recipients like Muse, whose protected status hangs in precarious balance under the current administration's policies. Muse's journey to this crossroads is one of bold self-expression and systemic fragility. During her Drag Race tenure, the performer peeled back layers of her identity, sharing raw insights into life as a deferred action for childhood arrivals DACA beneficiary. Enacted in 2012 under President Barack Obama, DACA offered a shield against deportation for undocumented immigrants brought to the U.S. as children, often dubbed dreamers. Muse articulated the limbo of this existence with heartbreaking clarity: "We're not citizens. We're kind of in limbo. We're legally here because we were already here, but we don't have the full rights of a citizen." This vulnerability, far from diminishing her stage presence, amplified it, turning her runway struts and lip-sync battles into anthems of resilience. Her confessional moments on the show, thanking Obama for enabling her legal work and participation in the competition, underscored DACA's lifeline: "DACA is why I'm able to legally work and also be on Drag Race. We literally would not be able to be here if it wasn't for that. So, thank you, Obama." The viral ripple of Muse's announcement has drawn a chorus of empathy from fans, who decry the systemic barriers facing immigrants. One online reaction captured the collective outrage: "DACA queens are self-deporting now. I hate how this country treats immigrants. She deserved better." Muse, engaging with supporters in Spanish, revealed the ambiguity shadowing her future. When queried about re-entry possibilities, she responded with candid uncertainty: "I really don't know." Though she refrained from directly naming the Trump administration, her timing aligns starkly with policy shifts tightening the noose on dreamers. Recent federal maneuvers have stripped DACA holders of health care and financial aid eligibility, while Immigration and Customs Enforcement (ICE) has detained recipients despite their deferred status. Department of Homeland Security spokesperson Tricia McLaughlin's directive: "Illegal aliens who claim to be recipients of DACA are not automatically protected from deportations," and her call for self-deportation exemplify the administration's rhetoric, framing protected individuals as precarious guests rather than integral community members. For Muse, departure is not defeat but a strategic recalibration. She's slated for a European tour with fellow Drag Race alumni next month, followed by Australian performances later this year, her inaugural major international circuit. These gigs promise a global canvas for her artistry, unencumbered by U.S. borders. Yet, the mechanics of DACA travel loom large. Advance parole, the requisite permission for overseas jaunts, now navigates a labyrinth of bureaucratic hurdles and policy flux. With approximately 525,000 dreamers nationwide, Muse's story amplifies a collective anxiety, where ambition clashes with existential threat. Her exit spotlights the human cost of rescission efforts, first spearheaded in 2017 and revived with vigor post-election, transforming lives into political pawns. This exodus resonates beyond drag circles, echoing a broader Hollywood diaspora disillusioned by Trump's political ethos. Julianne Moore's June declaration of permanent relocation to the UK with husband Bart Freundlich marks a high-profile parallel, citing the frightening domestic climate. Courtney Love, the grunge icon widowed by Nirvana's Kurt Cobain, announced her British citizenship pursuit in March, decrying the Emperor Court excess at Mar-a-Lago as cyanide poisonous. "I'm really glad I'm here. It's so great to live here. I'm finally getting my British citizenship in 6 months," she proclaimed at London's Royal Geographical Society, her London residency since 2019 now solidified. Love's daughter, Frances Bean Cobain, accompanies this transatlantic shift, a familial anchor in turbulent times. Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi's retreat to the UK post-California estate sale stems from perceived cultural animus toward DeGeneres' sexual orientation, with insiders lamenting, "The US doesn't like her because of her sexual preferences." Eva Mendes and Ryan Gosling, after a year immersed in British life, have extended their stay abroad, while Minnie Driver repatriates to London after 3 decades in Los Angeles, reclaiming roots amid alienation. America Ferrera, Ugly Betty Starr, scouts West London schools, fulfilling earlier vows to flee upon Trump's initial victory. These migrations form a tapestry of privilege-tinged protest, where celebrity amplifies marginalized voices, Muse is among them, challenging the narrative of an unwelcoming America. Muse's drag race arc, from audacious entrances to heartfelt eliminations, embodied drag's transformative power, exaggeration as armor, vulnerability as vogue. Born in Panama, her U.S. arrival as a child thrust her into dreamer status, fueling a career blending cultural fusion with fierce performance. Season 16's challenges, snatch games, girl groups, makeovers, tested her mettle, but her DACA disclosures elevated discourse, humanizing policy abstractions. Post-show gigs in clubs and festivals sustained her, but immigration's shadow lengthened. Trump's pledges, border walls, mass deportations, crystallized fears prompting preemptive action. Muse's pivot to Panama isn't erasure but expansion. A homeland returned to recharge, then conquer continents, subverting exile into empire building. Broader implications ripple through queer and immigrant communities. Drag, born in underground defiance, thrives on borderless expression. Muse's flight underscores how policy pierces performance. Advocacy groups like United We Dream decry DACA's erosion, noting 800 daily expirations without renewal paths. Muse's saga spotlights intersectionality, queer, immigrant, artist, where protections falter. Yet her optimism endures. Tours booked, fans rallied, a world awaiting her sequins and shade. As Trump's crackdown intensifies, Muse's departure is a clarion call. Borders bind but spirit soars. In Panama's embrace she reclaims agency, scripting a narrative of wanderlust over woe. For dreamers everywhere her journey whispers hope, exile today, encore tomorrow.